Hey guys, today is July 27th, 2021, and the news are brought to you by Analogue Spotlight, a group of photographic retailers and manufacturers who have joined together to support analog photographic media and help keep analog photography thriving worldwide. The brands are Cameradactyl, Cosmo Foto, Chroma cameras, Reveni Labs, RealitySoSubtle, Intrepid cameras, Pixl-ltr, Brooklyn film camera, ONDU cameras, standard cameras, 20th century cameras, Pictoriographica, Analogue, Wonderland, Cinestill, and large format camera store. Thank you to the sponsors for keeping the news up and running. It helps me keep you guys informed. So first thing, let's talk about last week. Sorry, I didn't shave. As you noticed, this week I have shaved. If you can't notice, it's because I'm shooting on a Zeiss O255 f1.4 at 1.4. So if I move in any direction, I'm out of focus. I can't even really see the focus peaking this far. But just why shoot on this? Because I can. I had the lens lying around here in the studio, so I thought let's do a 55 f1.4 news. And I'm not laying down. I'm sorry for last week. I know a lot of people had a lot of fun with me chilling and relaxing, laying down. It was very fun. Today I'm sitting in a cardboard box in my cardboard box kingdom. So let's start with the news. We have negative supply with their Lightmeter, the LM1, who have already almost quadrupled their Kickstarter goal. It is an expensive Lightmeter, so they only needed around 400 backers, which congratulations to them and the team. And they have now included more things to the Lightmeter. So the Lightmeter now does include flash reading and also includes like compensation for filters and factors like that. So today, the Lightmeter, whenever it comes out, will be more complete than it was when it launched, which is good news because the Lightmeter was beautiful and had the looks, but lacked some features that we all found very important, like the lack of flash metering that now it does have. And they're even mentioning some stuff about cinematography, so maybe they'll do like T-stops and so on. Don't know yet. So that's the news with them. Then we have an update with Midtones machines. As you know, the processor that's being basically developed, I think it's Australia, I may be wrong and it's New Zealand, I think it's Australia, has been going a lot of testing. It's been quiet for a while. He has concluded that there's some things he wanted to change. First one would be the pumps being, instead of plastic or some sort of plastic and half gears, to some stainless steel ones, which look much better. Also, the pipes or the tubes inside are made now from a different material, not silicone, and are a little thicker and stronger, so they don't kind of pop off, which seems to be not the case, but could have been the case with the previous ones. And the most important one, he has noticed that the temperature inside the tank, the developing tank on the Midtones machine, was sometimes not perfect. And he has decided to integrate inside the tank thermometer, so he can keep track, or the machine can keep track of the temperature and adjust accordingly depending on when you're developing. Very much like the Foto therm, but supposedly he's found many more parts and cheaper parts, so this shouldn't be too much of a price difference. He mentions a couple of dollars for the sensors, and they're stainless steel, so seems like a durable and good option to have. And we all know that developing inside, sometimes you do lose a little bit of temperature, so it's good that he's going with this extra measure. He's still not selling the machines. He still wants to test them more, make sure that they're good, and then we guys get our hands on them. They will be a finished product he's proud of. So that's good news for everybody. Then, talking about something totally different, we have Cameradactyl, who's a sponsor of the show, coming out with Cajones, a new pinhole cameras made by Cameradactyl, like I mentioned, out of plywood and laser cut. And basically, it's a self-assembly pinhole cameras. There's not too much tech to it, except for the fact that it's extremely inexpensive. The 4x5 version is like $40, and the 8x10 version is not much more than that. So yeah, if you're into pinhole and you've never really made your own large format camera and you feel like it, Ethan is selling these kits right now, and it's like a 45 mil for the 4x5 and a 90 mil, and they change in the width of the box. or a 135 and a 210 for the 8x10 versions. He also offers the options for like pinhole made out of aluminum, but he says you can do it yourself and so on. You can go check it out. It is very much a box pinhole camera. There's not much tech to pinholes. It's still super cool in 2021. Then we have news from Mint. Mint, the refurbisher or remaker of the Polaroid SX70 cameras through their line of, improved SX70 cameras. Plus, they also have the TLR and they have the RF and so on. Cool cameras, mostly always instant cameras. Has come out with a new SLR 670X. He's calling it Zero, or they are calling it Zero. And it has 3 things that make it special. It has auto modes with ISO 640, so you can shoot Polaroid 600 or Polaroid SX70 film, which is super nice, without any added filters. It has a flash sync, so if you're using it in the studio and you want flash sync, you get the option. And it also has 16 manual modes, so you can choose the aperture. Not the aperture. I think you can choose the step, like the speed that you're shooting at. I'm not sure about the aperture. I think you might have the aperture on the dial. I know the Open SX70 has it, so probably does have it. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but that is what's coming out. And it's $999, and yes, it's high, but they reassemble these cameras completely. They're keeping them true to the color, so the normal traditional brown from the SX70 Polaroids, and like the focusing screen is the same, just like a normal ground glass and so on. So if you're into that kind of stuff and you want a premium new SX70 or as new as it can be, this is a good option. Then we have news from Intrepid coming out with a darkroom store. I mentioned it before, but they finally launched it. And also a 4x5 enlarger. So their 4x5 enlarger gets an update to the color LED that is in their medium format and 35 enlarger, their compact enlarger. And now you can buy them on their site. You can buy the 4x5 enlarger with a timer, the 4x5 enlarger without the timer, and the compact enlarger with a timer. So the idea is the timer is the same one. It's compatible with the 4x5 and the compact, the new 4x5, not the older one as far as I know. So you can now get, basically 2 enlargers with one clock or controller for around 400 pounds, which is pretty good deal considering it's 35, medium format, and 4x5. Of course, you have to provide the support, so tripod, reproduction stand, and so on. And you have to provide a lens and so on, but very cool. And Intrepid has also included a bunch of little things for the darkroom. So they're stocking color paper from Fuji Crystal. Their RA4 kit from Tetanol, I think is like the Magic kit or something like that. And they're also stocking some beakers and stuff like that. And they're going to be adding stuff on top to that. So yeah, also Intrepid channel sponsor is launching all of that. So you're into all of this. That's pretty cool news. I would have to ask about the shipping. I know the Kickstarter, we're going to be shipping out of the UK due to Brexit. I don't know if the store is going to start having like a partner in the mainland Europe and not in England. That'd be cool to know. Max, if you watch the news, please let us know in the comments below. Then we have from another channel sponsor. It's like there's a lot of sponsors, so a lot of news from them. It's not that I don't look at news from other people, guys. Brooklyn Film Cameras has launched the Instant Archive box. So as you all know, Brooklyn Film Cameras mostly specialized in Polaroid, instant photography, and so on. Not only, but mostly. And they've come out with a little archive box. It can stack or store 50 frames of SX70, 600, or I-type Polaroid film. Or you can do 50 frames of Polaroid Spectra, rest in peace, that film is gone. Polaroid Type 100, FP100C, around 120 frames, also rest in peace, this is also long gone, but you do have one instant. And you have 50 frames of Instax Mini or Square or Wide, so the Fuji option. So that is for those people that shoot a lot of instant and want to store them properly. Kind of looks like a nice little box. It covers the whole thing, so you can stack it on a shelf in a board, like a drawer or anything like that. That's pretty cool. Even in your backpack, if you're traveling, you want to show pictures to family, friends, or, you know, anybody out there that wants to look at your Polaroid pictures. And yeah, that is the news this week. Like I said, thank you for watching. Thank you to all the sponsors that sponsor the news. Sorry for the super relaxed, chill out vibe last week. I know a lot of people enjoyed it. I did too. Maybe I'll lay down again for the news soon. Right now I'm sitting on a box, not very comfortably. And as always, remember you can send an email to the email below. It really helps me if you hear of any news or things, because now working at a camera store, I look at a lot of stuff that are camera related, and sometimes I miss projects more than before, which is kind of interesting. I never thought that would happen, but yeah, I miss stuff. So please, guys, keep me informed. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you next week. Oh, by the way, I made a new video for Camera Storage channel, YouTube channel. I would really appreciate if you want to subscribe. We will be doing more videos. I'm the videographer behind it. I'm not going to be on camera, at least for now. So yeah, I would appreciate some views and subscribers on that channel. It keeps my bosses happy, makes me happy. So thank you, guys, and see you in the next week. Bye-bye.